When we look at the arm model, we're going to look at the muscles here, and once again I'm going to tell the muscle and what it does, maybe one of the prime actions of the muscle. So on the shoulder is the deltoid, and this is what causes the arm to be abducted. That means moved away from the midline. Now, if you look at it, this is the make a muscle right here. This is the biceps muscle right here. You can actually see two heads of it. That's why it's called the biceps. And when it contracts, it causes flexion of the forearm. There's a muscle right under it called the brachialis muscle, and it's also an accessory muscle for flexion of the forearm. Now, there is another muscle, the brachioradialis, that it's a big muscle it's kind of on the side of your elbow and extends downward. And you can see it's probably also an accessory for flexion of the forearm, but it's also going to have some impact on the hand because you can see it inserts down on the hand. When we look at the inside of the scapula, this would be the subscapularis, and it involves medial rotation of the arm. So if its origin is on the medial border of the scapula and it inserts onto the humerus, you can see that as it contracts, it's going to pull the arm medialward. Kind of easy to see on that. These muscles right here, just generically, we would call these the flexor muscles of the hand right here. Let me go back over here. I don't even know if I was focusing on this a second ago. The subscapularis has its origin on the medial border of the scapula and inserts over onto the humerus. And so it is a medial rotator of the arm. Remember that the brachialis is an accessory muscle for flexion of the forearm, as well as the brachioradialis. Okay, when we turn the arm over, we're actually looking at the back side of the arm, and it's a little bit difficult to see, but you can see one muscle head here, two here, and another one there. And if it has three heads, it's not the biceps, it's the what? It's the triceps. And so this muscle, when it contracts, it extends the arm. When we look at the back of the forearm, the muscles on the back that extend down to the fingers would be extensors of the fingers. When we look on the back of the scapula, it's easy to see the teres major, which is a medial rotator of the arm. It makes sense because you can see it goes deep onto the other side of the humerus, and so it brings the arm inward. This is the Teres Minor, and it inserts on this side of the humerus, so it's a lateral rotator of the arm. So this is the infraspinatus, also a lateral rotator. Here's the supraspinatus, which is an abductor of the arm.